All right, just a quick little update. Yeah, I was hoping the stomach bug had finally passed, but apparently it has not. So, um, I went ahead and cut these all out, just so you can kind of see what they look like done. um, so I will show them all to you one at a time. So again, we had the flowers. And like I was saying yesterday, they can stack or you can do them as single flowers. I cut these all out of that shiny black, and I'm just going to stack them, but I'll put them back to back so it has a little bit of differentiation in color so you can see. Oops. So here you can go like this. And then put a little one in the center, for example. Right? And so you would punch a hole, you could, shouldn't say, you could punch a hole through the center and put a brad in the center of that, hold those together. You could just glue them together, pom-pom. You could do paint pens if you have those to do the little dots in the center. And obviously you can do these out of many different colors. Just kind of depends on what you want, what you have. I happen to have black on my table from when I was trying to do this earlier, so I just cut them out of black. The next one I have is the kitties. Really struggled with this one. Not due to the die itself, but because I kept running into areas on my cutting plate where it was broken. So I wasn't getting good good contact. So as you can see, there's parts where there's legs left in here, parts of tails. So yeah, you just want to try to clean your dies out after you use them. You can leave pieces like that in there, and eventually you'll have to clean it out. You don't have to clean it out every time, but it's a good habit to get into. Because eventually the little area, the recessed area, will get full of excess paper if you don't clean it out, and then you won't get a good cut. So it's just a good habit to get into, to just clean it out after using it. Oops, another little kitty face. Not sure what I'm going to do with all the little kitty faces. Storing these is going to be interesting because, as you can see, these tails like to tangle up on each other. There we go. And my brain is not functioning at capacity, so it's really struggling with how to get those undone. A little kitty there. Little pouncing kitty. Wow. And then a laying down kitty, and his tail got stuck in the die. So it got tore on its way out. And then again, I've got all these little faces. So there's the kitties. As much trouble as I had, it actually might be time for me to replace that cracked pad, the cutting plate on my Sizzix. It really caused me a lot of grief this go around. So again, just kind of cleaning out the bits of paper that got stuck behind. So this is some leaf plant matter. So here's these. So you can see I had some issues with getting those ones out. But there's the 4 of those. 4 little plants. I've got a lot of different kinds of plant type dies, but I'm always buying more. I'm going to regret this later, just putting them all into a big old stack, because everything's going to get tangled up and I'm going to get frustrated and it's probably not going to end well. So these are little stamps. This area here and this area here and this area here cuts or like creates a perforation, as you can see here. So that's here and here. So you put an image, and obviously these would tear apart and become 3 little stamps. Same here, just rectangle versus square. And then this center one makes these little tickets. So it perforates right here, just barely a little bit. You can see if when I bend it, you can see that it's perforated. So it's like little tickets. And I will look over in my stamp collection over there. I've got one of like different kinds of tickets to see if I can find one that's small enough to fit on here, as well as on these guys. Otherwise, I'll be on a mission for yet another stamp set. The books on the die I thought were really cute. I'm not sure I like how they turned out. Just because I don't think they really look like a stack of books. Like, I mean, to me, that doesn't look like a stack of books. And, I mean, while cool, doesn't look like an open book to me. But, I don't know. Maybe the vision will be there when it's mixed in with other book related stuff. Maybe my eye will look at it as books. I'm not sure. So the trees were really cool. I was kind of hoping that these would create bumps versus little slits in the paper so that I could go over it lightly with the brown and kind of highlight all the little lines in there. And I will try to see if it'll still highlight it, but I'm not sure. But here's the little tree branches. And you can see where it cut the little slits for the birch. I think that one's upside down. I think that one's upside down, but that's okay. Little tree branches. So this would be nice to do them in brown for my woodland journal that I'm working on. I cut out another set of these and I did them in blue. So in addition to the negatives that I have over in this pile, I have the full set. Which again, I got to figure out how I'm gonna store these in a way that's not going to ruin them. But there's those cute little flowers. I think I'm in frame. Yep, I'm in frame. Oh man, this stomach bug is not making me very happy. So these were the wave ones. Took me a little bit of to figure out which one I wanted to do in white and which one I wanted to do in blue. So it's waves versus the white caps. And boy, my brain really struggled with that. But I finally figured that the one that has the most loose ends up here versus the solid like up here, that this would be the one done in white. So that was what I did. And so obviously you can use these as a single wave. You can use it as a single wave, or you can layer them. Like so. And then you have your white caps going with the wave of the water. So I bought this one specifically because I accidentally printed out that mermaid, the mermaid digi-kit. For whatever reason, my brain said mermaids instead of angels. So I'm slowly gathering the stuff that I need to do that mermaid journal. Like I have die cuts of fish and stamps of fish and plant life, sea life, and stuff like that in my wish list on Temu. And I'll do those on my next order. And as soon as I have enough stuff to do the decor on the mermaid journal, I'll actually make the mermaid journal. And it'll just go in my stash. That'll eventually go up for sale. But yeah, so that is my die cuts that you were not able to see on my last video, simply because the stomach bug said, I suggest you end your video now. So I'm going to get back to the rest that I'm should be doing for today. But yeah, there's my die cuts, and stay tuned when I do my next Temu haul. I'll go through this all again and show you all the goodies. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.